Whites long ago, the Greeks specifically, would go to Egypt and learn along the many bodies of water that connect to the main river of Egypt, the Nile. It's funny, after all this time, I still hold to the same beginning statement that I made in Illuminati Part 1. Ancient Egyptian wisdom stolen by ancient Eurocentrics. So, well, right now, what you see is I've exposed Veronica Clark and Barbara, and the war between the Masons and, well, the Jewish Masons and the people who side with them, and the feminist Masons and these Masons as well. Masonry itself is a divided entity, but at the same time, they agree on certain things. They just slightly disagree on how it should be carried out. It's the same with Nazis and Jews disagreeing on who's the smartest people, disagreeing on who is God's chosen people. So Veronica Clark is a revisionist who exaggerates certain points in history. I'm not gonna, just watching a couple videos that I've watched of her, it's obvious what she's up to. She makes some points that are fairly valid, but she's also a racist, ignorant, closed-minded bitch who's stuck on stupid. And, I specifically challenge these Nazi people to beat me at sparring, And to this video, again, I'm specifically challenging the Nazis. In fact, if you are a Nazi, you can win the full $3,000. You don't have to be a cop. So now the Nazis are another category that I've added to the 3,000. If you are a Nazi, a neo-Nazi, you can get the full $3,000 if you beat me at point sparring. Because I would love for an inferior race to attempt to prove that they're superior. Not only am I black, but I am mixed black. I'm the type of black that you hate the most. Half black, half white. With many people calling my tribe the Jews of Africa. I couldn't be your enemy any more than that, could I? You Republican scum. Anyway. She claims that the university, I think she was the University of California, that she went to, is a Jewish university. It's very interesting. It's very interesting how these people will claim that the Jews are responsible for everything that's bad. I do agree that it is a lot of fake Jews who are on top of the pyramid, who are in the Illuminati, etc. But they're really white people, no matter how you look at it. So it's quite funny that they see it this way. There's some, and in worst case scenario, there's some kind of mix between Mongolian and white, as some people have claimed. Maybe that's the case, but ultimately they're white people. Okay, they're more white than I am. They're more white than anything else. If you did a DNA test on them, they would fall into the Caucasian category. So and I'm sure that these white people love the fact that I don't think white people are so smart. I don't think they're the master race. If I had to choose a master race, I would say it was black people. Just from my experiences, my understanding of history. I'm not the top historian in the world, but I've done quite a bit of research. I'd say I've done more research than Veronica Clark has. I don't know how old she is, but I'm almost positive I have done more research by the way she talks, by her understanding, by her pathetic arrogance. She's a racist, without a doubt. I'd call her a fascist. I'd definitely, call her that. I'd call her a Nazi-style feminist, not your typical feminist, because your stereotypical feminist has teamed up with minorities and gays and speaks out against people who are speaking out against minorities and gays. So to me, she's more of like a Republican-leaning, Nazi-styled, fascist feminist. It's quite complicated, but I'm sure you see what I'm saying. Anyway, um, yeah, I've always been kind of disgusted by Nazis. Um, I agree with them on certain points, but are they my allies? No. Are they my friends? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking joking? I mean, I'm sure none of you would even ask that question, so I don't know why I put that question out there. Are they my friends? Like I brought up before, I'm what they hate the most. You think they hate black people? They hate mixed black people the most. Some of the first people Hitler went after were mixed couples, and were mixed people. And I'm somebody that has been accused time and time again by a bunch of bootlickers of having a mental disorder. Okay, so let's look at from their point of view. From their point of view, I'm a mentally disabled black person who claims that black people are superior to German people, who is mixed, and his tribe is called the Jews of Africa, and there's this huge claim out there that they're actually related to the Jews. They're actually Jews who came and mixed with my tribe. And of course, we argue with the white people over Egypt. A lot of Egyptians, if you look at the linguistics, they match more with Igbo and African languages than they do with European languages. I put it like this, if you would call the Egyptians Caucasian, it wouldn't be because they're white. They are about my skin color, and their hair, it varies. Some of them had hair that was sort of like Arab hair. Some of them had hair that was very curly, and then you had some, Berbers, I believe, had their own dynasty. It's up for debate, but I agree with that. Hyksos, of course, had their own dynasty. Of course, way later the Greeks and all them. The Greek, no one arguing. I'm not arguing. I know there has been blacks in the past who argued what race Cleopatra was, but me personally, I'm not arguing about any of the Ptolemies. You can have all those white people. I have no problem with that. They're late. They didn't know nothing about nothing. They had to have the wisdom broken down to them, and they didn't really even get that much of it. So you can have that. No contest for me. But the contest still sits, on the top martial artists in this country that's 75% white? I forgot what it was. Some ridiculous percent right? Officially. And, I'm the top martial artist in California, most likely America. I've done what no other martial artist has done. Show me one other martial artist that has made this offer that I have. It says, beat me in a form of fighting that most closely resembles and represents who would win in a street fight to the death. None of them have. You'll see UFC fighters, Wolf in a Storm. You see boxers, wrestlers. Okay. I've gone over this many, many, many times. All the more reason for them to want to defeat me. The people who are gang stalking people, no excuse. They've heard this challenge hundreds of times. No excuse. No excuse. Military-industrial complex, no excuse. Santa Clara County Sheriffs, no excuse. I even named them personally. No excuse. FBI, no excuse. Homeland Security, no excuse. Department of Justice, no excuse. Department of Defense, no excuse. All martial artists in San Jose, especially, and in Northern California, no excuse. My Southern California friends, you have a little excuse. You're kind of far away. But for the amount of money that I'm offering you, $1,525 if you're not police or white supremacists, no excuse. None. I mean, what excuse could you possibly have? So here I am, the champion, sitting here like, yeah, I'm the champion, you fucking feminazi. Get one of your Orange County buddies to come up here and try to beat me. Come on, I'm waiting. Get one of your racist LAPD boyfriends and friends to come up here, try to beat me. I'm waiting. I'm not dead yet. The whole world knows that the opposition view is hiding like sniveling cowards. And I can't say it enough. They're hiding. They're hiding. They are absolutely hiding like cowards. How can you pretend like, oh, we're such a great German military people and whoop-de-whoop, but you're hiding like a bitch from the most relevant military challenge to date? You pussy!